After creating a model, you will want to see as a modeler how changes in the output variable or the dependent variable changes as a result of a change in any of the input variable or the explanatory variable. Or you will want to see how changes in the output variable or how the output variable will behave as a result of changes in a set of a given variable. You want to see the behavior of a particular dependent variable or the output variable as a result of changes in one of the input variable, or as a result of series of different input variable, a single input variable. For instance, when we carry out our analysis on knowing the future value, which the future value is a function of the interest rate, the present value, that is the loan amount, the number of years, and the type of analysis. Now you might want to see what will be the future value, of a given sum of money under different interest rates. Interest rate is a variable. You might want to see for a series or a different values of interest rate, what will be the future value of a given sum of money. So in order to perform this type of analysis, to see the behavior of the dependent variable or the output variable, we make use of a table. In doing this, Excel asks two powerful features in order to help us to perform this type of sensitivity analysis, or otherwise known as the what if analysis. These are the data table and the scenario manager. The data table, we have two types of data table. We have the one input data table and the two input data table. The one input data table is otherwise called a one variable data table because it makes the modeler, or it helps us to observe changes. It helps us to observe changes in the value of different dependent variables. That is, help us to see the behavior of different output variables or dependent variables as a result of a given set of input variables. That is, what this implies is this: if we are carrying out an analysis of the future value of a given sum of money, now in order to use the one input data table, we might have a different amount, certain amount of money. We might decide to see what will be the future value of 10,000 naira, of 20,000 naira, or of 30,000 naira. What will be the future value of each of this certain amount as a result of changes in the level of interest rates. On the other hand, the two data table allows us to carry out analysis to see changes in the value of the output variable or one dependent variable as a result of changes in the value of set of two independent variables. That is, let's take an example again. We are interested in knowing the future value of a given sum of money. We might decide to use a two data table to see what will be the future value of 10,000 naira if the interest rate varies and if the number of years varies. That is what the two data table will help us to perform this, to perform if we want to carry out this type of analysis. Nevertheless, this data table have their weaknesses. It's because of the weakness of this data table we now make use of the scenario manager. Nevertheless, the scenario manager also has its limitations. That is why we make use of the visual basis model, the programming model, in performing this type of financial analysis. But at this point, we are looking at the one input data table, otherwise known as one variable data table, and the two input data table, otherwise known as the two variable data input data table. They help us to perform the sensitivity analysis or what if analysis in financial modeling.